Hey. Bam! It's here. A little wild now. Don't know what to do with that. Hello. My god, my hair is so big. It's so stressful. Grow. I need a weave. And out with a Diana Ross song next. I wanted to say hello and welcome. This is something I want to be implementing as I go, but you know, I have been saying that for 2 full years, but your gal, let's talk about refreshing our focus. Your gal went and got the Samsung portable SSD T5 in your area. There we go, coming in strong. Because I'm tired of being in creation mode 24/7. That's literally what's happened to me for the past going on 3 years. I have, well, probably 5 years, but I'd say intensely been between 2.5 to 3 full years of really not having a day off, of not really knowing what that means. What does it mean to prioritise your health? Health is wealth. So yeah, I've been really on this mad journey of managing myself as an artist, creating the singing academy, managing one-to-ones, running public speaking courses, then transforming and creating Find Your Fierce, the business, which hosts all my empowerment work, all my one-to-one soul sessions, my public speaking courses, my Fierce Tribe women empowerment mentorship program. Once you're in the tribe, you're never getting out. Ain't that the truth? I feel like, well, I don't feel, I know that I've been in full-blown creation mode for so long that I actually have made myself burn out, like true burnout. And if you look it up, if you're experiencing true burnout, you can be going to the doctors and getting your blood tested and everything, and it comes back that you're fine, but in actual fact your mind's not fine, you're exhausted, you've actually burned out your spirit, and that takes months to recover from. If you don't believe me, look it up. And it was actually quite liberating when I found this out, because I was like, what is actually wrong with me? How can you be like okay for a few days and then completely ill again? A lot of it was stemming from my stomach. Anyway, this is all meant to be motivational, but it's just to explain to you why you need to be motivated, and that motivation isn't enough. Discipline is where it's at. Consistency comes from discipline, and discipline is what self-love truly means. I think a lot of people try to define self-love as in, you know, like just massages and self-care and, you know, nights in and, you know, I don't know how many times I said, you know, there. You know. Materialistic, externalized items that can make you feel good and give you short-term happiness. But what I'm talking about here is self-love. To me, truly is quite simple. It means disciplining yourself, because ultimately when you do that, you are, even when you feel like not putting yourself first and eradicating those boundaries that you've put into place, discipline is the thing that keeps you showing up for yourself and keeps you manifesting and realising your goals through doing, you know. But back to creation mode, it is not physically and mentally sustainable to be in that 24/7. I am a walking example. You know, it's as if you get back up and you fall again, and there's no other debilitating thing than feeling that you're finally getting to your dream, and finally realising your dream and creating this community that you've always wanted to create, and then your health is given up, like whether that be exhaustion, whether that be burnout, whether that be something else, an ailment, some kind of like disease, you don't know. Health truly is wealth, and I can't reiterate that enough. And I don't believe you really know what I'm talking about until you know, until you like experience that realisation, that moment when the penny drops and you're like, wow, I really need to get my shit together mentally, physically, like get my house in order, my house, like this. You know, we talk about how we hate our bodies all the time because we're so focused on the externalised aspect of it. You know, oh, I won't be able to get into that bikini for Ibiza. I won't be able to do that photo shoot for my fitness photo shoot. I won't be able to wear those types of clothes. I don't really want to get to summer because then I need to wear shorts and I don't like my legs. Blah, 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 blah. But we don't really talk about that we are a vessel that hosts our spirit. Yeah? If you don't take care of your car, it's going to break the fuck down. Do you know what I mean? That's expensive to fix. Just like it costs you in energy. So money is energy. We think about a car breaking down, we need to then pay it. We need to pay to get it fixed in the garage. The garage for us is a hospital. You know, it is expensive. I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about in terms of energy. Your time is precious. You need to look after your body. And I'm sorry, that doesn't just mean hiring a PT or smashing the gym. Because if you're not taking care of what's in here and the demons that you're running away from on your treadmill, in actual fact, when you leave the gym, you're still faced with that same shit. You're running away until you start aligning fitness with mental fitness, then
we're all fucked.
That's the truth. And I don't even feel bad saying that. I don't feel like I'm saying something that you don't already know. So we need to be like dismantling why there is an issue and what is the issue and where does it come from, you know, and really moving through that shit instead of like throwing it under the carpet as usual because it's okay because I've lost 3 pounds. It's not. We need to start aligning external fitness or health fitness with mental growth, mental fitness, personal development. It needs to be both hand in hand because it's why do you think people lose loads of weight? Why do you think people will lose maybe 4 stone and then they will gain a new eating disorder? They might have they might go from binge eating to then anorexia, or they might lose loads of weight but still not, they might get body dysmorphia, lose loads of weight, and then they might be like, why do I not feel satisfied? I thought I would get to this weight and everything all would be solved. No, it wouldn't until you actually start looking at you either get a really good therapist or you get a really good therapist, join an empowering program, get a life coach. So point is, refreshing your focus. I want to lift the lid on taboo subjects. I want to talk about all the things because until someone does, then we're still just going to be working at we're going to be operating at a surface level. We're going to be operating at a level which is surface. We're going to be operating at a surface level. And that's something I don't think anyone truly wants. I get this work isn't for everybody. Some people just aren't ready and they never will be ready because some people just aren't ready to face the shit and they're quite happy moaning about the same thing they did 12 years ago that they are today. That's fine for those people. I am not those people and my tribe isn't those people. There is people out there who are itching to change their life and they are willing to talk about the hard stuff and that's what it's going to involve. So when I come to you and I give you these prompts today around refreshing your focus, and I want you just to remember, like, why are you actually wanting to change your life? Like, I spoke to my PT yesterday and I was like, PT nutritionist, goddess, and I was like, I'm struggling here and this is what I'm thinking, you know, like, I understand on paper what I'm meant to do, but there's just a mental barrier, like, I just can't believe I had that bad a binge eating disorder. I've had it or I have it. I was like, it's just, the realisation just really hits you then when I went on the scales. It was quite triggering because I've been measuring my body with tape, which doesn't trigger me. And she just said such a beautiful answer. She was just like, you know, it takes time and we're all impatient, you know, but it's small achievable steps will, and it's everything I teach my clients. But it's amazing how you can, when you're in it, it's very difficult for you to apply the same mantra, and that's okay. But yeah, so I think it's really important to, you know, like I did, I had to look at why was I struggling and why did I want to even achieve this weight loss, and like, it's not even just about weight loss for me, this is about a lifestyle change. Like, I'm changing my habits because I am looking at juicing, I'm looking at all these different vitamins and goodness I can get in my body every day, because the truth of the matter is, Find Your Fierce as a movement is growing. I'm going to be doing in-person events. I want to be travelling the world. My gigs are kicking off abroad. You know, my singing academy is growing. My one-to-ones are expanding. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh my God, it's getting good. It is like been years in the making of being in the fucking pits. It takes, see, when you level up, it requires more and more and more of you. So I never even thought health never even came into my mind that health was going to be the priority. And it's not until it's that you think it's going to go from you and you think you're losing it, do you actually start to give it the respect it deserves. So I want you to really think about why you want to have a kick-ass week. What are your goals? Like, why do you even want to achieve those goals? Like, we've forgot so much why we're doing the shit we're doing. We're just so used to this robotic doing that sometimes we don't actually check in with ourselves. So here are your refreshing your focus prompts. So I would love you to write these down, and I would love you to come back to this post and share, below what you got from it, and just like what your answers were or what your realizations were. So number 1, what do I want to achieve this week? So when you're writing this down, I want you to get really specific. So what do I want to achieve this week? My overall is consistency, specifically around when I'm eating, when I'm doing my 10k steps, my exercising, and my batch filming for my content. Yeah, so what do I want to achieve this week? Number 2, what small steps can I implement that takes me one step closer to my goal? What small steps can I implement that takes me one step closer to my goal? Okay. 3, what is one limiting habit or belief that I am leaving in last week and not taking forward into this week? So I'll say that again. So what is one limiting habit or belief that I'm leaving in last week and not taking forward into this week with me? Number 4, what am I procrastinating over? Now, when you figure out what you're procrastinating over, I want you to write next to it, this is my number 1 focus and this is where I start. Because the thing that you're procrastinating about is the thing that's making you sick. That's the thing that's making your mind feel drained and unwell and stressed and on edge. So what am I procrastinating over, and start there. Number 5, redefine your why. This is so important. Redefine your why, or rediscover your why, or discover your why. Your overall why behind your goal. So why are you getting up in the morning? What are you fighting for? This is the thing that fuels your success. It's so important to discover your why, therefore you discover your purpose. That has kind of been the journey for me. So I really hope that this has served you. I want to do loads of these. What will be happening with these types of videos is I'll be giving the whole full video to YouTube, and growing my YouTube there to basically inspire, advise and guide entrepreneurial women into their power, women to become more powerful with their voice and take up space in this world. We'll be talking all things confidence, relationships, people pleasing, pain to power, trauma to transformation, managing your mind is the biggest thing I'll be talking about. And we'll be talking about fulfillment as well. So confidence and fulfillment. So these are all the things that I'll be talking about on my YouTube channel, just like you hear on my podcast, I Am Fierce Podcast. Kind of done it the opposite way around. Did my podcast first and my YouTube second. I'd started the YouTube a while ago, but yeah, so I want to do it properly this time, because I've seen such an amazing response with the podcast. I kind of want to share it visually on YouTube. So with the Instagram TVs, I'll just be giving you sections of what I do with the YouTube, or I'll be giving you nuggets of knowledge on Instagram TV. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy this, and please comment below, tag people below, so that if they need to see this, and someone might need to hear this hard truth, this brutal in your face Monday mantras, but hopefully this refocusing and solidifying your why and the prompts will help guide you into a stronger week. So I would love to hear from you, and please use the links in my bio to join the tribe if you want to do some deeper work. That would be amazing.